One day I was going to the gym and on my way I encounter a woman and she's like psst, psst. Apparently she wanted like some help with carrying heavy stuff. At least like be respectful, say please help someone, not psst, I'm not a cat. But then I help her, I feel like the biggest alpha in the world, I feel like the biggest toppest G. And then I get the idea, what if I tell this story to my dad? He's probably gonna be proud of me and stuff. I tell him that story. Backfired. He started lecturing me and stuff. He started scolding me. Oh yeah, you help strangers, but you don't help us here. Apparently they wanted to help in the house and stuff, but I was going to the gym, so yeah. And then my dad tells me to take out the trash. Basically you. And then my mom snaps back the trash bag from me so hard, I got shocked, I got flabbergasted, bro. And she like started shouting, I don't need help from anyone. Thank God I have my own health and stuff. And I don't need you. I don't need help from you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill. Chill, bro. Chill. I was sensitive for most of my life. Very, very sensitive. Like if you told me something 2 weeks ago, I would still be crying about it 2 weeks later. But now, my mom was just scolding at me. And then 2 seconds later, I was laughing at my brother because he showed me like a cringy ass meme. I wasn't always like this. I was so sensitive growing up, bro. But now, like this is very weird for me. I was always sensitive. I was always sensitive my whole life. This is very weird for me. I would cry about shit that was 1 month ago, bro. And today you will learn how to achieve a similar transformation, bro. Like if someone says something about me, I just don't care. I just don't hold any personal value to it. Like bro, I remember one guy in school. I don't know about his intentions and stuff, but he was an asshole that moment. I was like telling jokes and stuff, and other guy was like, oh yeah, you're so cringe. And this guy said, oh yeah, he's trying really hard. And that just hit me. I'm trying? I'm trying really hard. No one actually loves me. And so, but he said that, and bro, that really hurt, bro. Imagine you trying to say jokes, you're trying your best to fit in with people because you don't want to be alone, but you realize that they're not your people, and yeah, but asshole, bro. This guy's words like really hurt me, and that really hurt, bro. But I didn't really care about it. I just looked at it in a logical perspective, like I was, He said that I'm trying to fit in and stuff. I probably have some desperate energy around me, and I started to figure out shit. Instead of like being sensitive and crying about it, oh yeah, he said that and stuff, I learn from it. I learn from the experience, not associate and like take it personally. I just don't get offended. But one day, bro, I just realized that people just say shit all goddamn time. People will say shit all goddamn time. I just realized that my mom is that kind of person. She just always scolds and screams and shouts and it just clicked. I was like, well, she's that kind of person. It's your responsibility to not listen. People will say shit all goddamn time. Things will happen. People will say shit at you. Shit will come to your face. But it's your responsibility to not listen. It's your responsibility to keep pushing. Woo! Fire, bro. Bro. If you genuinely are like ready to like listen to what anyone says and you're ready to take anything personal, like you should literally welcome hell, bro. You will never be happy in life. You will always be depressed. You will always hate your life. And for what purpose, bro? For what purpose? Like, maybe they're not even bad people. Maybe my mom just had a bad day. And she didn't realize that like made me feel a little bit sad. Maybe just people had a bad day. And it's not really your fault, is it? But it's your fault if you keep associating with it. It's your fault if you keep, oh yeah, he said that and stuff. Who knows? Maybe they didn't even mean it. Maybe they were just having a bad day. It's not your fault that they said that. But it's your fault that you are so sensitive. It's your fault that you listened to what they said. It's your fault. It's your responsibility. It's your ears. You can literally choose to not listen. You have that power. You actually have that ability. Hope we're on the same page here. You can literally decide to not listen to people. And that's probably one of the best things that you can do in your life. especially like to negative forces and to negative people. Don't listen, bro. Bro, like, just don't care. You can literally decide to not listen to people. Like, just don't care, bro. Bro, she was scolding and screaming, "Oh, you never do what I say. I don't need you," and stuff. 2 seconds later, bro, I was just imitating her the funny way. "Oh yeah, you don't listen. You don't do what I say." It's just funny, bro. It's just funny, bro. I'm so grateful. I had this epiphany, bro. Thank God, bro. I finally woke up. You don't have to listen, bro. You don't have to. Bro, you don't have to associate with what they say. 2 seconds later, I was imitating her in a funny way. Like, it's just funny to me, bro. Bro, you can decide to not be depressed, and I know this is like kind of controversial things. Oh yeah, depression doesn't exist and stuff, but like, you could literally choose to not be depressed. Bro, also one time, my brother said to me something that which was a little triggery. It triggered me, triggered my emotions. And I was gonna go rage mode and I was gonna be angry and stuff, but I was like, wait. He's 10 years old. He's, no offense, a little bit retarded, a little bit, has shitty attention span. Bro, I will be talking to him and he will just suddenly, mid-conversation, change the topic. Or he was like, what were you talking about? His attention span's shit. So damn. And I was like, this guy with shitty attention span, should I give him a reaction? Should I care? A 10-year-old who has attention span, should I really care? I don't think so. Bro, a big one is values. Bro, when you know your values, your morals, your standards, when you start to know more about yourself, what you like, what you don't like, what you respect, you just start to feel like a man. Like, bro, a random boy will go through life and he will just associate with whatever that comes into his way because he still didn't develop himself. He doesn't know who he is, his values, his morals, what he respects, what he doesn't, what he likes, what he doesn't like. He still doesn't know shit. Bro, when you start to freaking know your purpose, when you start to know your values, when you know things that you like, bro, creativity is my value. I like doing creative things. I like doing animation and like creative things, basically. That's my value. I value creativity. And imagine that scenario, bro. A guy who's pursuing his dream, doing the things that he likes, living a life that he actually likes, and a guy who's just going through the motion. He kind of hates school. He's fapping a little bit. He hates his life. He's just going through the motions. Which one do you think is gonna take things more personal? Which one do you think actually has the time to be sad about something? The guy who's pursuing his life, the guy who's living a life, or just a guy who's just going through the motions? The guy who's going through the motions has time to cry about things. The guy who's like pursuing his dreams, has a hobby, passion, doing animation, getting to a destination, he likes his life. He has other shit to focus on. Bro, I look at tomorrow, I look at the future, bro, and I just get stunned. The future for me looks so bright, and this is not out of delusion, it's out of pure fact. The guy who's going to the gym, pursuing his dreams, doing the things that he likes, he's actually excited for the future because he knows that in the future, more muscle, more friends, just better life overall. But the guy who just sat there, waking up, consuming bullshit videos, trying to read books maybe, his future doesn't look so bright. He himself doesn't believe that his life is going to get better. And bro, you can't lie to yourself. You have to genuinely believe this. Like, do you genuinely believe that your life is going to get better? If you're doing the things, if you're hitting all the boxes, well, congratulations, bro. Fist bump. Amazing. Your life is going to get better, and that's not out of delusion. It's out of pure fact, calculated decision. But the guy is just there, waking up, going to school, hating his life, no order, no mission, no nothing. He's just meh. He feels meh. Bro, that's how like I felt 1 or 2 years ago. Life was just meh. That's all life was, meh. That's how life felt 1 year ago. Life was just meh. Like the guy who lives just a life that's meh. Like the guy who lives a meh life. Where do you think this self-confidence is gonna come from? When he just lives a life that's meh, a life that's okay. Bro, I know I keep saying this shit for so damn long. You start to not care about what people think when you live a life that you care about. I keep repeating this shit for so damn long because I know that it works, bro. In this picture right here, bro. I hated myself. I was fat. I had mental health problems. I hated school. I had no friends. I hated my life. Bro, in this picture that you see before you, I remember like shit got so bad that I like desperately wanted to be sick. Like I remember that one day I went online and I actually searched how to be sick. Like just think about that. Think about that. Your life sucks to the point that you wish that you were sick. Damn. I still have no friends, but my life is in order. There's a plan. I'm doing something. But in this picture, bro, I was just doing nothing. Bad mental health, felt like shit. Had no hope, no future, no nothing for me. I didn't have a life. How do you expect someone to be confident and have high self-esteem and to not care about what people say when he himself doesn't even like himself? How do you expect people to like you when you don't even like yourself? Bro, just the code, like I cracked the code, bro. Like just doing the stuff that you're proud of. Living the life that you're proud of. Like bro, 1 year ago, I would cry so frequently. Unable to operate, unable to do anything. Because I just didn't like my life. It's that simple. I literally cracked the code to this. When something happens to me, I don't care about it. I just look at it in a logical perspective. I try to learn from it. Bro, it's simple. When you live a life that you're proud of, you're unbreakable. It's that simple, bro. Just doing the stuff that you're proud of. Like, you just can't help but smiling. You can't help but smile. Smiling becomes inevitable, bro. The guy who's working hard every day, he wants time to pass. Time is literally his best friend. Because he knows that as time goes on, he will be better and better. And that's not out of delusion, it's out of pure calculated fact. Out of calculated decisions. It's a fact. It's not that, oh yeah bro, life is going to get better for me. He's not lying to himself. He's not deluding himself. He knows that his life is going to get better. The guy who's on monk mode, the guy who's locking in, he loves his life so much. Why? Because you when you're like watching a movie or a story or anything, the person who's working hard every day, pursuing his goals every damn single day, he wants time to pass. He's literally excited for time to pass. He wants to see the future. Because he knows that as time goes on, he will be better and better. He will keep improving. Tomorrow, more muscle mass, more friends, more money, everything, just better life overall. Tomorrow is better, not out of random chance, but out of calculated decision. When you live a life like that, just listening to people and being sensitive becomes just so hard. Because you just can't afford to listen to people. Because you just can't afford to listen to what other people say. Because you're too busy listening to what you say. Because you're just so busy looking into your life, hearing what you have to say, looking at your life, improving your life. You're busy in your own life. So you just can't afford to listen to what other people say. It's that simple, bro. Hope you found value in this video, brother. Hope you like and subscribe right now.